Madam President, on an issue that you know so well, let me say this. Last week, the White House launched a new website, invest.gov. It shows the historic investments that have been announced across America since President Biden took office. We should not forget that under the previous president, there were 4 years of promises and 4 years where they failed to produce. Under President Biden, we have a bipartisan infrastructure bill that is changing the face of America and preparing our economy for the 21st century. Invest.gov shows the historic investments that have been announced across America under President Biden and provides a state-by-state overview of those investments. In a little more than 2 years, Illinois, our state, has received more than $9 billion in infrastructure funding, more than $1 billion to support the creation of clean energy jobs, and we are creating thousands of new manufacturing jobs at this very moment. Today, I want to tell you about one particular project near and dear to us in Illinois. It is a project our leaders have been talking about for literally 6 decades, since the time of the John F. Kennedy administration, and one that I hope will be able to add to this Senate's long list of accomplishments. It is called the Southwest Connector, and it will be vital to my state's economy as well as that of the neighboring state of Missouri. I have requested congressional directed spending to support this project in the next fiscal year. It will expand Illinois State Highways 127, 154, and 3 from 2 to 4 lanes and create a much-desired rural expressway between St. Louis and southern Illinois. Madam President, I can remember when I was new to this business and in the first campaign working for a man named Paul Douglas, who was our senator at the time. I went to southern Illinois with him in the 1960s, fresh out of college, and heard him tell the story about the valiant efforts that they made to build up southern Illinois and to restore a broken economy. Part of that was involved in creating lakes and water supplies which still serve the region and are effective in their future view of where we must go as a nation and as a state. Now we need to do the same thing in transportation. Expanding these 2-lane highways to 4 lanes will boost economic development in southern Illinois and Missouri by creating jobs and enabling the region to better compete. Several sections of the connector's planned route rank in the top 5% of the most dangerous 2-lane highways in our state of Illinois. The connector would improve traffic safety by separating lines of traffic with a 50-foot median, and it would improve mobility for emergency vehicles and provide faster access to healthcare facilities. The project would also benefit the National Guard armories in Sparta and Murfreesboro, whose activation has been particularly crucial during the floods in the region. When Congress passed the bipartisan infrastructure law in 2021, the largest investment in our infrastructure since President Eisenhower created the interstate highway system, it was proof that we could get big things done on behalf of the American people. We have a chance to do it again by moving forward on the Southwest Connector. I want to particularly thank Mayor Murfreesboro, Will Stevens, who visited both of our offices. He's been working hard to make the connector a reality, despite the fact that the concept of the connector really started years before he was born. There are countless local leaders across America, like Mayor Stevens, who are committed to improving our communities, but who have been forced to wait on Washington to provide the funding. Let's not make them wait any longer. Congress needs to return to regular order in a timely manner to carry out the annual appropriations process and fulfill the authorizations in the bipartisan infrastructure law, and to consider earmarks for community projects that have the opportunity to transform rural communities across America. As a member of the Senate Appropriations Committee, I'm committed to working with my colleagues under the bipartisan leadership of Chair Murray and Ranking Member Collins to pass our 12 annual appropriation bills on time. Madam President, I know this is near and dear to you as well as myself. To see this project move forward is going to change the face of Southern Illinois at a time when they need this infusion of economic activity and opportunity. I hope this project can be included in our projects that are authorized and appropriated this year's bill. I'll be working toward that goal, and I yield the floor.